Canada getting her second consecutive, last one, but very impressive wins over Seattle and LA. And Aaliyah Boston, and Aaliyah Boston said, you got it.
Got to save her energy this game. This team works her.
And they saw each other, a short shot clock right away in the first attempt. JC off the deck, tried to put it up and short.
One of those are going to fall. She went 0 for 7 last game in her first game back in a Dream uniform, but she's got to wear off some of that rust.
Natasha Howard drains that one in. She can do it all.
Howard had 26 points in the win over the Dream in the last game, so they know they've got to take away what she can do, especially inside of the paint.
The 3-time WNBA champion, 2019 Defensive Player of the Year, finding a new home, the one-year deal she signed as a free agent out of Dallas. Brittany Griner off back iron, so Atlanta still over.
Griner seeing that double team as she tried to turn over her left shoulder, did a good job of not allowing the defense to take it away.
Bree Jones with the assignment of Natasha Howard, Brittany Griner on Aaliyah Boston. Howard on Lexi Hull, and the block right away.
Excellent defense by Howard. She got sucked in, baseline, didn't cut it off by Hull, but was there defending with the block.
Ryan Howard has had to wear many hats in the absence of Jordan Canada. She's actually leading the team in assists. The dish underneath to Bree Jones, no good.
And Bree Jones pokes it away from behind on Lexi Hull, so gets the possession back.
First turnover for Indiana, long three. Off the mark for Alicia Gray. Alicia Gray leading Atlanta in points, averaging at 20 points. And you can see very early on who's trying to establish that physicality.
They've just been going at it. They've taken it personal.
Gentle reminder, Brittany Griner actually fouled out of the game against the Indiana Fever when they were at State Farm. A lot of contact at the top of the key. Aaliyah Boston taking some time to gather herself.
A little bit of a cheap shot here. You can see Griner with the elbow, and it's a little bit high, and it hits Boston almost in her throat.
Atlanta had to do a lot of that load in the inside without her in their previous matchup.
Well, the good thing is when they did win against this team, it was also a game that they did most of it without Griner on the floor, but you still want to have your best post out there in these big-time games.
Aaliyah Boston off from the three. She's already hit one on the season as Bree Jones puts Atlanta on the board.
And I stand corrected, one of your best posts, because that's not giving Brianna Jones her respect. She's also one of the best posts on this team. And she also plays at the pace that the Dream want to play at.
Talk about pace, you can't forget about Kelsey Mitchell.
Smesko telling us before the game that you gotta defend her in dead sprints because she's so quick and can shoot.
Woo, wait a minute now, Tab. Behind the back, behind Jordan Canada. I thought we were gonna see something on the highlight reel. Great, pulls up, drains it, bottom of the net. Atlanta ties it at 4.
It'll still make the reel just because of that play right there.
So positive play for Atlanta. Good to see Jordan Canada back on the floor. Coach talked about the rhythm in which he's expecting her to play. Bree Jones tried to poke away, forces Aaliyah Boston to pick it up, and another turnover for Indiana.
Atlanta's hands are just all over the place. And a good give and go there, but Naz Hillman couldn't complete it at the rim.
Looks like Natasha Howard may have gotten a hand on it. Again, look at the battle underneath, and Aaliyah Boston really forcing the matter on the inside against Atlanta.
Woo, this post battle is shaping up to be something, but it started on the other end right here. Bree Jones getting 2 feet deep inside the paint, and when she's that deep, it is going to be hard to stop her. If you're Aaliyah Boston, you want to keep her out. And right there, the nice fake from Gray. She gets the defense to jab to the rim, thinking she's going to pass it, and she just puts it up and knocks it down.
Off the deck, Kelsey Mitchell finds Aaliyah Boston, pulls up. How about the uptick in productivity from Aaliyah Boston over these last 4 games? Indiana playing their 5th game without Caitlin Clark. They were on a 3-game skid, have won their last 2 and are 2-2 without Caitlin Clark on the floor. Woo. A lot of contact underneath on the putback for Alicia Gray. She'll get 2 at the charity stripe. I'll tell you, Tab. 2 shots for Alicia Gray, shooting 82% from the free throw line this season. rolls that one in just behind Te-Hina Paopao as far as free throw percentage this season. We talked about Atlanta coming into this game 5-3 as you're taking a look at Te-Hina Paopao, the rookie out of South Carolina, also won a title at South Carolina. Got a couple of South Carolina, the Gamecocks, and the amount of titles on the floor for them tonight is pretty good.
And we also have their fan base too. I mean, whenever one of the South Carolina products scores, we hear half the arena.
Sid Colson pulls up, and that's her shot. Sydney Colson. That's how she got on the board again in their previous game against the Chicago Sky.
Yeah, Colson is a champion with the Fever, so she definitely knows how to play. Just because she doesn't get as many minutes with the Fever, or with the Aces, excuse me, doesn't mean she can't play. Just stepping into the starting lineup and producing.
In her 14th season in the W right away, Brianna Jones with the deep seal and score. Aaliyah Boston actually had a really nice screen to clear things out for Kelsey Mitchell.
Absolutely. Kelsey Mitchell was just smart with her read right there.
Naz Hillman lined it up, couldn't knock it down. She has extended her range this season, couldn't connect on that one.
Notice how the defense came out to have to defend her at the three-point line. They can't just sag off and help in the lane and clog it up anymore.
In the previous 3 seasons for Naz Hillman, she made 1 3. She's already made 6 this year.
Last game had a career high of 2. You got to respect her and play her from that three-point line.
Howard on Howard, and the bump and the basket for number 10.
You could see it in Natasha Howard's eyes as she landed and tried to keep her hands behind. Game 25 the next game, maybe 30, just gradually getting her there. But you see what she brings to this team. 2-time steals leader, 2-time all-defensive team champion.
2-time with that as well.
You need a player like that on the floor, and you've already seen the pace that she brings, and she's also gotten a couple deflections out here defensively. Just changes the pace of this entire squad and how they...
Stoppage of play briefly for the Indiana Fever. Had to make sure that the clock was right. Officials for today, Roy Govian, Sierra Cruz, and Kevin Fahey. 10 on the shot clock. Erin McDonald in the game. The up and under on Te-Hina Paopao, and right away like lightning.
Such a pro. Just the consummate pro. Steph White talking to us about how she was ready when they called her up on that hardship contract, and she's just the ultimate professional. She works hard.
Brittany Griner back in the game with the 2 fouls, going at Damaris Dantas, who also spent some time in Atlanta. Holding her lip as well, might have had some contact on that spin around.
I like to see BG back in the game. Those were 2 quick fouls that were tic-tac fouls. We've talked about that in the past, how she can't pick those up. I like how Carl Smesko and his coaching staff are allowing her to kind of redeem herself in this first quarter.
Kelsey Mitchell dancing up top, strong on the attempt. Neither team has scored consecutive baskets in this game. It has gone back and forth. Indiana with a 1-point advantage with 3:30 to go in the first quarter. Bounce pass broken up by Indiana. That's the first turnover for Atlanta, as Dewana Bonner also in the game for the Indiana Fever. Dantas up top. So back-to-back looks for Indiana from outside. Same spot, same results. Te-Hina Paopao might have caught Brittany Griner off guard and still gets the bucket to fall.
Brittany Griner had something to say about it after. And I like the toughness that I'm seeing out of Griner.
Just shooting 36% from the field and have yet to knock down a 3.
I will say this, both of these teams make each other play ugly. I think for both of these teams to be 3-point shooting teams, they both are also good at defending the 3-point line, and all 3 times that they played each other, the 3-point percentages have been horrendous.
Kelsey Mitchell couldn't connect right away. Mia Coffey skying in for her first rebound. Atlanta looking to build on this 5-0 run. Ryan Howard already on the board. She's sitting at 2. Gray going at Hull, with back to the left. Gray for greatness on that one. She'll get one at the free throw line.
Now, Indy.
Can we go back to our conversation that we had with Carl Smesko earlier today? We were just talking about the road trip and some things that he's seen in his team as far as the growth. And he said the buy-in, yes, but also another viewer, the balance that we're seeing from them. Earlier this season, especially against Indiana, we talked about the amount of threes that were going up and are they settling. Now we're seeing a balanced attack from Atlanta.
Absolutely, shot selection as well and playing into each other's strengths. He spoke on how do we get the ball into our bigs when they're open and deep in the paint and not miss it? How do we get Ryan Howard better shots? How can we allow Alicia Gray to put the ball on the floor?
Tina Pow had to send it up top after a couple of nice moves to the basket. Couldn't connect. Here comes Sydney Colson, guarded by Maya Caldwell. Aerie looking for some space and took the bump. So
when they locked down Gray and Howard, who did you have? You didn't really have many other options, so now it's nice that they've got 4 and then some. Now we got Jordan Canada back, and she can put the ball in the hole too when she gets comfortable.
The depth for Atlanta definitely in a different place than a season ago. Jordan Canada. Didn't like the look. Will reset at the top of the key. 5 on the shot clock. Caldwell, corner 3, off the mark.
Lexi Hall was right there. She almost got a tip of that three-point shot by Caldwell.
Caldwell, that's what she does best. The 3rd turnover for Indiana. And just off the mark as Jordan Canada. You can't do that, buddy. Coming in bounds, trying to see if she can get it in. That's...
She overthunk it. That would have been her first made basket of the season, and she overthought that one. Guys, she can make a layup.
I think we can all agree, as Aerie McDonald can also drain a 3.
Hold up, Aerie. Let me see. She got 6 points already. She's been perfect. 2 of 2 from the floor. And that's that energy that we talk about that she's injected, and she's just revitalized this entire team and the fan base as well with what she's brought on the floor at both ends.
It's almost interesting that when some healthy bodies come back for Indiana, they'll have some decisions to make about if they can't keep her. Bree Jones on the 2nd attempt, that's good.
Boy, she just battles night in and night out. I mean, it does such a good job of doing her work early, just getting 2 feet deep in the paint.
Natasha Howard in the right place at the right time. Just down 1 as we're in the final 20 seconds of this 1st quarter. Jordan Canada setting things up, waiting. Gets Bree Jones against Dantas. One-on-one coverage. Off the glass. Yes!
She might have got away with a little step there.
3 seconds, Sid Colson sends it to Dantas. 3 ball, short. So that will do it for the 1st quarter, Atlanta.